this is the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, the current Revolution Pro Wrestling British Heavyweight Champion, and I am from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and you are watching Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. So don't forget to comment, subscribe, and get a like out of it, because it's about to get extreme.
Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to XVPW's Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup Tournament. We just finished Bracket A last year, and to kick off the new year, we got Bracket B. We got John Awesome representing Peru versus the British badass Scott Adams. And for your main event, we got Gavinotts from Great Britain versus the YouTube champion Brian Pillman Jr. Let's kick it off.
Due to a couple of things that have happened, there's not going to be a nice Mr. Awesome anymore. Strike one. Strike one was a PR thing. I can't represent the Lakota Nation, but I'm proud to represent Peru, so it's okay. Strike two. I'm cutting my promo telling the world what John Awesome is going to do, and this drunk or disoriented guy or whatever he was pretending to be comes and interrupts me. Strike three. This guy wasn't drunk or disoriented. He was just out to make a name for himself. On my time. Turn this off. Let's start over. So it's round one for that Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup. Peru versus England. With yours truly, John Awesome. And some dude named Scott Adams. Now, I don't care who that is, nor do I care to find out. All I care about is getting that 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that W. And I'm gonna show you all what extreme really is. Y yo voy a dedicar esta pelea a todos los peruanos. Porque yo les voy a enseñar a todos estos güeritos cómo los hispanos pelean en la lucha libre. Porque yo soy extremadamente y simplemente el mejor. Y no me interesa si me entienden o no. I don't care if you understood that or not, because that was meant for my people. Because all of you are going to find out why they say that I am extremely the best.
Intercontinental Grand Prix Cup, round one. Me versus John Awesome. Or should I just call you just John? Because let's face it, there is nothing awesome about you. You want to call me some dude? Some dude? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm not some dude. Let me remind you who the fuck I am. Just John. I'm the man who jackknifed you. I'm going to help you remember that. Just John, by jackknifing you 1, 2, 3. And as for the rest of you in this tournament, take Just John here as an example of what is next to come. I'm going to win this tournament, and I'm going to show each and every one of you why I am the British badass.
Hey, it's the mayor of Slamtown, FKA John Morrison, aka Johnny Mundo, currently known as Johnny Impact, and you're watching Xtreme Virtual Professional Wrestling.
Extreme.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to kick off the new year for 2022, we got John Awesome representing Peru versus the British badass Scott Adams representing Great Britain. And whoever wins this, ladies and gentlemen, will go to Intercontinental Incident, which is tomorrow, night 3 of the tournament, and it'll be at Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. Now Scott Adams with that waistlock dropping John Awesome onto the canvas. And there's a big weight difference because John Awesome is basically a light heavyweight and Scott Adams is a heavyweight. So it's gonna take a lot from John Awesome to put down the British badass Scott Adams. Now John with a headlock onto Scott Adams. Now Adams pushing John towards the rope. Scott Adams ducks. Oh, and oh my god, John Awesome did not even knock down Scott with that clothesline. And Scott grabbing the hair of John Awesome, driving him down to the mat. And Scott just toying with him now. I was ripping John towards the rope to that corner turnbuckle. And John again trying to do a clothesline, but he can't knock down the British badass. He's basically an immovable object. I mean, and oh my god, he just Irish ripping onto that turnbuckle. Oh man, and that's just like light padding, ladies and gentlemen. And Scott with that snap neck breaker onto John Awesome. And this is a very good veteran maneuver over here. I mean, you attack the neck and you keep working on that neck, and John is just struggling to get out of that neck lock that Scott Adams is giving to him. Oh my god, and he just took that really bad bump onto that turnbuckle. I mean, he must be feeling numerous amounts of pain. Now John with that nice jawbreaker, going for a clothesline, and again, and Scott with a knee onto that gut of John Awesome. Oh my god, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, clearly the person who's giving the most offense in this match right now is Scott Adams. You could say that he's probably the most favorable to win and make it to the semifinals at Intercontinental Incident, which will be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, on January 2nd. And again, attacking the mid-region onto John Awesome. And what an elbow drop followed by a pin. One. And reluctantly John kicked out of that. And again, Scott grabbing the hair and just ramming John's head onto that canvas. Now the British badass onto that second turnbuckle, and what an elbow drop. My god. Now Scott Adams going for what looks to be a power slam followed by a pin. 1, 2, and John Awesome just kicks out again, and Scott Adams is getting a little frustrated now. I mean, man, now John with a beautiful jawbreaker, and he's doing whatever he can to just deliver numerous attacks onto Scott Adams, and he looks like he's coming for a comeback. Now smart maneuver right here. What an arm breaker followed by an arm lock onto Scott Adams, and a rope break from Scott Adams. This is a smart maneuver right here. Keep knocking down your opponent. I mean, majority of Scott Adams' offense require his arms, so this is a very smart move by John Awesome. Now John onto the apron. He's going up to that top turnbuckle. High risk, high reward. And the reward pays off. What a crossbody. 1. Oh, not even a 2. It's going to take more than that to put down the British badass. Scott with the headlock. I mean, if it was me, ladies and gentlemen, I will still be working on the arms of Scott Adams. I mean, this headlock can only do so much right now. Oh, what a right hook from Scott Adams. Now right hook from John Awesome. A good move right there, working on that arm again. And another arm breaker onto that left arm of the British badass. John Awesome is on a roll right now, and John onto the apron. Springboard. Oh my god. What a right hook. That's the arm that was not weak. Oh my god. That's it. That's a KO. 1, 2, and John kicks out. Scott cannot believe it. I mean, wow, that just changed the pace of this match. I mean, John Awesome was on a roll right now, but that springboard maneuver totally did not pay off. And now Scott Adams is just taking advantage of the weak John Awesome. I mean, he's still knocked out. Oh my God, what a right hook. Now John finally coming back and finally woke up. I mean, he must be still feeling the effects of that right hook. Now John, savage John Awesome. I mean, he's going ham onto Scott Adams right now. Now Scott laid out on that turnbuckle. And a double knee to the face from John Awesome. John Awesome representing Peru. I mean, he really wants to go to the Intercontinental incident at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Second rope moonsault followed by a pin. 1, 2, and Scott kicks out, ladies and gentlemen. Among these two, Scott Adams is probably the favorite to win and to make it to Intercontinental incident, but John Awesome is not giving up. I mean, he's right now the least favorable to win, but he is giving it his all to the British badass Scott Adams, representing Great Britain. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet, like, comment, and subscribe to the Red X brand. And oh my God, John laid out and Scott Adams on the second rope. Scott going for a senton splash, but he misses. And John trying to lift him up for a body slam, but again, that weight advantage. Scott reverses with a DDT, going for the pin, and John kicked out. Man, I mean, I am actually rooting for John Awesome. Oh my God! Vicious headbutts, numerous headbutts from Scott Adams onto the laid out John Awesome. Now, fun fact of Scott Adams, I mean, this is his first legit match here in Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. I mean, he was supposed to have a match with Devil Dog, but clearly that did not go so well. And oh my God, speaking about Devil Dog, we've seen this before. Scott Adams is trying to go for that apron powerbomb, and luckily John scouted it. Numerous attacks to the head to Scott Adams, and what an insecurity. Oh my God. Now John Awesome back into the ring. And what is he going for? Oh my God. Looks like he's going for Hurricane Rana. No! Scott Adams, jackknife powerbomb to ringside. Oh my God. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. And John is laid out. And the ref is still counting it. I mean, it's not a win. It's not a pin or submission, but ring countouts do matter. So, oh my God, John is still laid out. John is still laid out. I mean, he's crawling now, and Scott cannot believe it. And 9. Oh my God. Now smart move by the ref, pushing Scott aside so John can at least get a breather. And John again trying to knock down Scott Adams, but these two are just tired. I mean, their arms must be hella weak. And now John, numerous right hooks onto Scott Adams. I mean, right now John is legit working off adrenaline. Oh, and what a knee to the face, followed by a bulldog. And John working off with the audience, the XVPW universe. He is setting it up, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna go for that exclamation point and get that win. Kick to the gut. Oh, and Scott reverses, and what a lariat, knocking out John Awesome. Scott is getting very frustrated, and now he's going for it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going for that jackknife powerbomb to end this so he can make it to Intercontinental incident. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The jack. No! No, John with the reversal. Hurricane Rana. 1, 2. Now Scott reverses. 1, 2. Now John reverses. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Oh my God. my god! Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I thought that was it. Now Scott with numerous right hooks onto John. Man, that was so close. Each one of these guys could have made it to the semifinals. And now John with a knee strike to the head onto Scott Adams. And another one. And another one. Oh my god. And another knee strike. He knocked out Scott Adams, the British Badass. Go for it, John Awesome. Take the W. Make yourself a star. Go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, John Awesome with the exclamation. Let's go. 1, 2. John Awesome did it. He did the impossible. John Awesome beat Scott Adams, the British Badass. And he's going to Intercontinental Incident. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match between these two. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god. John Awesome with the exclamation. He's going to the Hammerstein Ballroom. He's going to the semifinals. He's going to Intercontinental Incident, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a match. I'm still at shock. And I mean, Scott Adams can't even believe it. Wow. What a match between these two. And we got one more left, ladies and gentlemen. And that's Gavinotts versus Brian Pillman Jr.
Hey guys, Jay Lethal here, and you're watching Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling.
Extreme.
Rep the Red X brand the Extreme way. Visit XtremeVirtualProWrestling.com for official XVPW apparel. Because we're not just the alternative, we are the extreme alternative.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget tomorrow, January 2nd, Intercontinental Incident. We got one more match left, ladies and gentlemen. And it's actually for the XVPW YouTube Championship. And whoever wins that will meet John Awesome in the semifinals. We got Gavinotts representing Great Britain versus the YouTube champion, Brian Pillman Jr. representing the US of A.
Gavinotts, don't you know who I am? I just turned on the light so you could see me in my glory. It's Brian Pillman Jr., the XVPW YouTube champion. Now you're looking at a rematch, huh? You want to have a rematch. But what you don't know is you are facing a champion on the rise. You are facing somebody who's not going to only hold the YouTube championship, but he's going to hold the Grand Prix Cup. He's going to hold the World Championship and the AEW Championship. So, Gavin, what I have to ask you is, why are you trying to bite off more than you can chew? Why are you trying to get in the ring with a second-generation savant such as Brian Pillman Jr.? It's a good question. Probably because you're insane. Or probably because you think you have something to prove. Well, I'll tell you something right now. I got nothing to prove. You're the challenger, and you gotta come to me. See you there.
Brian. Shh. Shut up. You son of a bitch. You don't know what you mean. You think I'm insane to get in the ring with you? That's a big pig to swallow for me to admit. I may be criminally insane to get in the ring with you, but you stole something from me. And it's not about a rematch. It's not about a rematch. It's called revenge, you son of a bitch. You may stand around with your room with your light on, but you need your light on in your brain and switched on to what you were fucking doing before. You've got to understand. And you quote, you're the second generation superstar, Brian Pillman Jr. It's quite funny, everyone that is actually a spawn or a family member, they always quote who they are related to. But here in XVPW, I may have friends or enemies, but they don't quote
where they've been, who they're related to, etc., 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 what they won, what they lost. We're here to make our mark. But you walked in to this company, in my business. Why do you think I want revenge? Not a rematch, a revenge. And you think you can take away that championship? Brian, I'm walking away out on top. And as well, Brian, that championship will be mine, as well as that trophy. I'm waiting, Brian. It's took me this long to come back. See you in the ring.
Hey everybody, this is the best tag team in the planet, the Lucha Brothers. Para mandar un saludo a mis amigos de Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling.
Extreme. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. A championship rematch for the XVPW YouTube Championship. And it looks like Gavinotts is ready. He's been wanting this opportunity again. And Brian Pillman is going to give it to him. Making his way down to the XVPW ring is your Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling YouTube Champion, Brian Pillman Jr., a second generation superstar, an AEW wrestler, and now here he is wrestling in the Red X brand, Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, and he is our YouTube champion. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I believe he's everybody's fan favorite to get the W here against Gavinotts again. Oh my god. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet, like, comment, and subscribe, because we got Brian Pillman Jr. versus Gavinotts for the XVPW YouTube Championship. And also, whoever wins this will meet John Awesome in the semifinals at Intercontinental Incident at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I can't believe it. This is our main event, and Brian Pillman is a fan favorite, so let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And it's for the XVPW YouTube Championship. On the corner to my right, he is XVPW's first Brit, and his name is Gavinotts. On the corner to my left, he is the XVPW YouTube Champion, Brian Pillman Jr. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, what a main event we're gonna have here today. We got Gavinotts representing Great Britain, and Brian Pillman Jr., our YouTube champion, representing US of A. Will we see a title change here, or will Brian retain and make it to the semi-finals at Intercontinental Incident? And the bell has rung, ladies and gentlemen, and the crowd is ecstatic. Gavin wanted this rematch against Brian Pillman Jr., and with Brian being the fighting champion he granted it. Now Brian with a headlock onto Gavin, and dropping Gavin with a side headlock. Now Gavin with a headlock of his own, and elbow strikes onto the back neck of Brian Pillman Jr. Now Jr. pushing Gavin towards the rope. Pillman ducks, leapfrog off to Gavin. Now Pillman, beautiful side headlock takedown onto Gavinotts, XVPW's first Brit. Oh man, now Gavin with a side headlock. Pillman pushes Gavin again. Now Gavin what looks good for it. Oh my god, a clothesline. But Pillman ducks, and a side headlock takedown again onto Gavin. Pillman is just outsmarting Gavin. And this is why he's the YouTube champion, ladies and gentlemen, because he's just that talented. Not saying that Gavin is not talented, but he has to work harder and smarter. And looks like Gavin got Pillman onto a leg lock onto his head and just striking the midsection off to Brian Pillman Jr. And now Pillman again with that side headlock. Keep attacking the head. I mean, he is literally working Gavinotts. Now Gavin again striking the midsection onto Pillman. Now Pillman pushing Gavin towards the rope. Ducks again. And a leapfrog. And Pillman going for that dropkick, and he hits his target. And again, Pillman, veteran maneuver, smart man. Keep going, keep attacking that head. Wow. This is technical wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This is very smart. Now, Gavin with a headlock of his own, followed by an arm lock. Good stuff. And again, good job, Gavin, attacking the midsection onto Brian. I mean, he got him with those strikes to the midsection, and now he's attacking with the knees. Now Brian Pillman with the hammerlock onto Gavin. Now Gavin reverses with an arm lock. Good job by Gavinotts. Wow, this match, you could say, I believe Gavin is ready to face someone like Pillman again. Now Gavin is trying to steal one here early. One. Oh, and Brian kicks out. Now Gavin, good job working on that head. He got him on that leg lock earlier. And now Gavin working onto a head onto Pillman with that leg lock, that triangle leg lock it looks like. Now Brian Pillman Jr., our YouTube champion, escaping from that submission. And now Pillman stealing one early too. One. Oh, not even a 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. We're just getting started here between these two, but like I said, I'm rooting for Brian Pillman to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gavin takes one here tonight. Oh, now Gavin with a chop onto Brian Pillman Jr. And Pillman with a chop of his own, and Brian, again, numerous chops. I mean, this is what happened last time when these two faced off. It was a chop fest, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these men's chest was purple. Now Gavin taking it in, and wow, a chop again, and another one, and a slap to the face. Irish whipping Brian Pillman to the corner, and a chop of his own, snapmare, followed by a European uppercut. Oh my God, Gavin is ready. He's ready to become XVPW's YouTube champion. Boom, followed by a backbreaker, lateral press, 1, 2. And this is what happens when you don't hook the leg. He could have got that almost. Now, Brian with a chop of his own and another chop. Oh my God, you can hear it from across the room, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, he felt that one. Now, Gavin with a chop of his own, followed by a throat strike and a strike to the midsection, followed by an uppercut. Now, Gavin onto the second rope with a fist drop, followed by a lateral press. Let's go. 1, 2, and Brian kicks out, ladies and gentlemen. Man, whoever wins this, I wouldn't be surprised, but this is also not only for to go to the semifinals of Intercontinental Incident, but this is for the YouTube Championship. I mean, if Brian retains, I wouldn't be surprised, but Gavin gets the W. What an upset win, right? Now Gavin got Brian onto that leg lock, but Brian escapes with strikes to the head. And Brian is limping right now. He needs to get some blood on. He needs to get blood rushing to that leg of his. And chops again from Brian onto Gavin, and Gavin felt that one. Oh my God. These two's chests, I don't know if they're still recuperating from the last time they fought each other, but man, their chest must be burning right now. I mean, to get a chop, it stings, ladies and gentlemen. It stings. Now Brian with a monkey flip, followed by a crossbody. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh, that could have been a 3, but ref was just a little bit late onto that. And what a kick onto Gavin. Man, these two are delivering right now. This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't yet, like, comment, and subscribe to the XVPW, the Extreme Alternative. And Gavin with that float over neck breaker, and Brian rolls out of the ring. Where's Gavin going? Oh my God, Gavin with that front flip suicide dive. Oh my God. Now you gotta bring your opponent back into the ring if you want that belt. Not unless you just want to make it to the semifinals. Now Gavin taking Brian back into the ring, and Pillman is crawling up top. Too much is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Too much is happening. We're just getting started here in XVPW. Oh my God, now Gavin again with those chops. Brian Irish whipping Gavin. And Gavin with a clothesline. And another clothesline. And I don't even know what you call it, but it works. Looks like a reverse Olympic slam. Now Brian with the leg drop followed by a lateral press. 1, 2, and Gavin kicks out. I mean, I know Gavin is not the fan favorite here in XVPW, but he worked hard, ladies and gentlemen. He's working hard right now, and he wants that title. He really wants it. Now Gavin going for another clothesline, but Pillman ducks, followed by a thrust kick. Now Pillman with a Northern Lights suplex. 1, 2, and Gavin kicks out again, and Pillman cannot believe it. Now Pillman with an elbow drop to the midsection onto Gavin. And now followed by a headlock. Gavin, the underdog here in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. The least favorite, but he earned his keep, ladies and gentlemen. He works hard in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. Now multiple strikes to the midsection onto Brian Pillman Jr. Irish whip and a clothesline. And another clothesline. And what a European uppercut. Followed by another European uppercut. Gavin is working off adrenaline at the moment. And out of nowhere, a snap German. 1, 2. Oh my God, where did Pillman pull that off? Oh, wow, ladies and gentlemen. Gavin was working off adrenaline, and he's doing whatever it takes. What a interesting drop toe hold from Gavin. And Gavin with a pin. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Now Pillman with a Hurricane Rana followed by a pin. 1, 2. And Gavin reverses. 1, 2. Oh my God, so close. Now Gavin going for a Regal Cutter, but Pillman with the kick reverses. Gavin reverses. And what's he going for? A Tiger Bomb followed by a pin. 1, 2. And Brian kicks out. Gavin's getting very frustrated. He's doing whatever it takes to put Pillman down, but Pillman still has the upper hand over here. I mean, he's champion. I mean, he's champion for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Pillman has a lot of advantage over Gavin. Gavin just got to do a little bit more, just more. Now, multiple strikes. These two is a strike. And oh my God, multiple slaps to the face onto Brian Pillman Jr. Gavin with the Regal Cutter. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Gavin going for the Knots Lock. Let's go. If Pillman taps, we could have a new champion here in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. And the crowd is going ecstatic. They do not want Brian to tap. Don't tap. Don't tap. And Gavin is still having to hold on to him. And Pillman, oh my God, doing whatever it takes to get out of that. Oh my God. Now Brian with the comeback. Multiple clotheslines. Oh, and what a pop-up headbutt. Brian is laid out, ladies and gentlemen. Brian is laid out. Now, Gavin going for a Regal Cutter again, but Brian misses. Now Brian with a sleeper hollow DDT, but scouted from Gavin. Gavin with oh my god, an arm breaker, followed by the Knots lock onto Brian again. Oh my god, Brian, don't tap, but Gavin got the hold on him, ladies and gentlemen. Gavin is not letting go. Gavin wants that YouTube championship. Will he get it? Will he get it? Brian taps, ladies and gentlemen. And Gavin, I can't believe it. Everybody can't believe it. Gavin is the new XVPW YouTube champion. And he's going to the semifinals at Intercontinental Incident, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a win for Gavinotts. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Nobody can believe it. Wow, we did not expect this. But that goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, the hard work pays off. And yeah, you're right, Gavin. You told us he is the new XVPW YouTube champion. Oh my god. Some people are liking it, some don't. But you gotta respect Gavinotts, ladies and gentlemen. He proved everybody wrong. And now he is going to Intercontinental Incident. And he is the new XVPW YouTube champion. I'm pretty sure there's a rematch along the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the end of it. But congratulations, Gavinotts. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern is Intercontinental Incident. And the semi-final brackets are set. We got Durgos from Belgium versus Dylan Mason from the Netherlands. Follow that, we got John Awesome from Peru versus the new YouTube champion, Gavinotts from Great Britain. Follow that, the Wolf King, who is 5-0, will have an open challenge for the XVPW Network Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, the finals, who will win and go to Extreme Palooza? We'll find out tomorrow. Intercontinental Incident.
This is Adam Cole, baby, NXT champion of the world, and you're watching Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. Boom.
Extreme.